In the Witch vs. Hunter fight scene from In the Lost Lands, 2025, the film ambitiously sets the stage for a gripping clash between two formidable forces, Grey Alice, embodied by Milla Jovovich, and the Enforcer, portrayed by Arlie Jover. This post-apocalyptic fantasy narrative, steeped in dark magic and governed by authoritarian rule, seeks to embody the timeless struggle between freedom and oppression, rebellion and control. On the surface, the concept is compelling. Grey Alice represents mystical chaos and the spirit of resistance, while the Enforcer stands as a stark, unwavering embodiment of religious law and brute enforcement. However, as the scene plays out, its execution falters, ultimately failing to realize the thematic depth it endeavored to achieve. Visually, the fight scene is marred by an overwhelming reliance on CGI, which detracts from the intended atmospheric richness of the story. Instead of augmenting the mystical qualities of the magic and the post-apocalyptic setting, the special effects often come across as weightless and artificial, leaving audiences grappling with disbelief rather than becoming immersed in the narrative. The extensive use of green screen backgrounds contributes to a sterile and unengaging ambiance, which strips the scene of the visceral impact that such a high-stakes encounter should deliver. Additionally, while the concept of merging spellcasting with close combat holds potent potential, the choreography leaves much to be desired. Movements feel sluggish and poorly timed, appearing rehearsed rather than organically fluid. As a result, the integration of magical elements disrupts rather than enhances the flow of action, robbing the scene of the necessary escalation that would heighten its tension. On the performance front, Milla Jovovich infuses her character with intensity, yet the script provides her with insufficient emotional substance to make the confrontation resonate on a personal level. Meanwhile, Arlie Jover's portrayal of the Enforcer presents a chillingly cold and stoic challenge, but the film inadequately explores her character, undermining the psychological and narrative threat she could pose to Grey Alice. This lack of character development detracts from the emotional stakes, rendering the fight hollow as the film fails to thoroughly delve into the backstory or the complex relationship between the two characters. Consequently, what should unfold as a climactic turning point in the narrative feels superficial and lacking in depth. Despite the filmmaker's attempt to layer the fight with rich symbolism, such as magic versus doctrine and freedom versus submission, the underlying message ultimately gets obscured amid a whirlwind of chaotic visuals and underwhelming dialogue. It is evident that the creative team aspired to present a memorable confrontation filled with profound meaning. However, the outcome is a visually cluttered and emotionally flat sequence that falls short of its ambitions. This fight scene, thus, stands as a missed opportunity, bold in its initial intention but ultimately hollow in its execution, leaving viewers yearning for the depth and gravitas that such a pivotal moment in the storyline deserved.